Hello and welcome back to Tools for Sparks for a very exciting episode today where we're trying a new torque screwdriver. It's been a while since I've done any torque screwdriver set reviews. This is the Wiha Torque Vario S torque screwdriver set for electricians. It goes from 0.8 to 5 Newton meters and it's got two screwdriver fittings in it. So before I get open this and show you what it's all about, do us a little favour, hit the like button, it really helps the channel to grow, and subscribe if you haven't done so already because we've got loads of epic tool content coming up for you guys. Let's go. So in this set we have some instructions and we have these 4-5 pieces essentially. What do they do? What is this all about? Well, torque screwdrivers were a hot topic a little while ago because electricians need to do something to ensure that the terminals that they are tightening up are tightened to the manufacturer's torque settings. Now, if you didn't know about that, let me show you what I mean. So here we have a Wilex AFDD/RCBO, right? Looks like a normal RCBO. It's actually an AFDD as well. Wilex sent us one to try out. But what I want to show you here is something that not a lot of people know about. On here, we have a required torque setting. So it says line terminal maximum 3 Newton meters, PZ2, and load terminals maximum 2 Newton meters, PZ2. So if we're installing according to manufacturer's instructions, we need to be making sure that we're not over tightening these screws because the maximum torque allowed is 2 Newton meters for these terminals and 3 Newton meters for this terminal. Now, a lot of electricians use the old torque screwdriver wrist, but realistically, how do you know for sure that you've not over tightened the terminals? Well, the best way is to use a torque screwdriver, and this is one that I've not used before. So to summarize, it goes from 0.8 to 5 Newton meters, which is great because it means it covers all the kind of standard torques that you would probably need in normal electrician life, like for circuit breakers like the one that I showed you earlier. How do you adjust the torque settings? Well, they give you this special little adapter device. So what happens is this goes in here and then you see the torque number here and you simply turn it clockwise to increase the torque like so, or anti-clockwise to decrease the torque. So we're going to set it to 2 Newton meters because we're going to try connecting some wires in to these terminals here. So once you've set the correct torque, you use this piece to actually hold your screwdriver in place. Interesting looking device, isn't it? You might think, how does that fit in there? Well, let me show you. It simply slots in and then clicks. And now that is solid in place. And if I want to remove it, I just have to turn this slightly and then pull and it pulls out. In fact, I don't think you even need to turn that. I think it just pulls. Let me try that again. Click it in and if I pull it out, yeah, it just pulls out. So that's fine. So once you've clicked that in, then you need to insert your screwdriver bits. Now this set, which I'll leave a link in the description for, has 2 bits with it, only 2. Now the reason I've ordered this set is because actually I think there's probably only 2 that most of us usually need anyway. So this is the SL/PZ1 and the SL/PZ2. This one goes up to 5.5 Newton meters. This one can only go up to 3.8, so you just need to be careful which one you're using. But for most circuit breakers, you can use these and you will be absolutely fine. However, There is another set that Wiha do, which has all of these different adapters, the flat ones and the normal posi ones and stuff like that. So if you want to get that set, I'll leave a link for that one in the description too. But the basic idea is the same. So you slot your attachment, your screwdriver attachment in, and then you click it forward to lock it, and then that's now locked in place. Click it back to unlock it, then that will pull out. It's actually very gentle, so it's quite a gentle click that, but it does the trick. So then you insert your screwdriver into the screw terminals, and I'll just strip a bit of cable and we'll try it. So here's what I made earlier, some stripped wires. This is 6mm cross-sectional area. So in the load terminal I will put the line conductor, and then with my Torx screwdriver insert it in, and you've got to make sure the slotted part lines up with the slotted part on the screw. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so slotted part lines up, and then we just tighten it up. Okay, so that's kind of roughly tight. Now it's going to be interesting to see if 2 Newton meters is a lot less than I might have thought. Okay, there we go, it's clicked. That's quite tight actually. So now apparently I think you're only supposed to do 1 click, because some people, they'll be like, okay, I'll do a bit more and get another click. And if you do that, it kind of defeats the object. But that is really nice and tight. And we're sure now that this has been torqued up to 2 Newton meters, but no more, which is what it's all about. Let's try with the neutral conductor as well. Let's see how that one goes. There we go. Nice little click. There we go. So one of the things I like about this is it's slim, so it can fit in these small narrow terminals that you get with these kind of new mini RCBOs that a lot of manufacturers provide. And it does feel like very good quality. Wiha make good products, good screwdrivers. Let me know all your thoughts about Wiha stuff in general in the comments, because I would be interested to try some more Wiha screwdrivers over the coming months. But we've torqued it up, and that is nice and solid in the terminals. That's not going anywhere, which is exactly what we want. But we know that we've not over tightened it, because the issue if you over tighten is that you can end up breaking the plastic. You can cause issues with overheating, etc. And if you did cause a fire, they might say to you, well, did you tighten the terminals to the correct torque? How do you prove whether you did or not? Well, if you don't have one of these on the van, then you might be in trouble, because you can't prove that you've torqued it up properly. So that's this. Now let me try this with something else. I've got a surge protection device, so we can try it with that. So this is a Crabtree surge protection device, and we'll do exactly the same. We'll pop the neutral in the neutral terminal, and it's quite narrow, so the terminals are too narrow for this, so we'll change bits and we'll use the smaller one this time. Now on the side here we should hopefully have a torque setting written, which we don't, so we're going to have to refer to the manufacturer's instructions. And by the way guys, if you are looking for the manufacturer's instructions and you can't find them, usually on the website they will give you the torque settings for all these breakers, and you can even find historical torque settings on the websites of various suppliers. In fact, let me just use these standard tails that come with this SPD, more of a proper test that way. So in here, hopefully, yes, here we go, tightening torque values. Okay, try and hold that in a way that you guys can see it. So neutral earth 1.2 Newton meters, RSC, I'm not sure what that is, 0.25 Newton meters, and main switch 2.3 Newton meters. I think it's that 1.2 Newton meters that we need to do, so we're going to have to change the torque on this. So we pull that out, Very simple. Got this to hand, and then we'll just wind it down. 1.6, 1.4, 1.2 Newton meters. There we go. Then we'll click this back in. There we go. Okay, so that's 1.2 Newton meters, and we have not destroyed the terminal, so all good. There we go. And again, we've pulled the cartridge out, but that's fine, that's normal. These pre-made, they're really nice and solid. They're not going anywhere, but we've protected the terminals by not over tightening them. So, what do I think overall to this Wiha Torx screwdriver set? And how does it compare to other Torx screwdriver sets that I've used in the past? This is fairly new to the market, and I have used 2 Torx screwdrivers in the past. I'll leave a link up here where you can watch those review videos that I did, because I think I did like a battle between the Armeg Torx screwdriver set and the WERA Torx screwdriver set, and to be honest, I preferred the Armeg one because the torque range was wider, but I don't really rate either of them. The WERA one was very expensive and it didn't have a very wide range. The Armeg one is just very big and chunky, and I've never really got on with it that well, whereas this feels compact and solid. It feels really high quality. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and it's super easy to change the torque settings. So as far as Torx screwdrivers go, I think this is the best one that I've ever tried. As I said before, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get yourself one of these. But let me know your thoughts. Have you got one of these? Or do you have another brand of Torx screwdriver that you rate, that you think is amazing? Let us know your recommendations in the comments as always. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not share it out with somebody else who could benefit. And after this, you're going to see a couple of other videos popping up here where you can watch more great tool content, because we post loads of stuff all about tools for sparks. So why not join us on our tool journey? Thank you for watching, and have a great day.